Alright, YouTube, it is the Bat Nerd, and welcome to a brand new Bat Nerd review. So today, yes, now that the series is over, I am reviewing WandaVision. Yes, WandaVision, the Disney Plus series from Marvel Studios. And this kicks off Phase 4 of the MCU. Now, Black Widow was originally meant to kick off Phase 4, but got delayed again because of obvious reasons, but hopefully we'll get to see it in May. So, this is, well, I've already told you it's a Disney Plus series, so this continues the story of Wanda Maximoff and Vision. So, this is based off the Marvel Comics. It's Disney romance sitcom superhero drama, created by Jack Schrenefer or something. Based off the characters of Marvel, as I've just said, starring, of course, this is also directed by Matt Shakeman, starring Elizabeth Olson, Paul Bettany, Deborah Jo Rupp, Fred Melamed, Catherine Heim, Taynor Paris, Randall Park, Kat Dennings, and Evan Peters. So there are 9 episodes, and it takes place 3 weeks after the events of Avengers Endgame. Wanda Maximoff and Vision are living an idyllic suburban life in the town of Westview, New Jersey, trying to conceal their true natures. Only they begin to enter new decades and encounter television tropes. The couple suspect that things are not as they seem. So that's the premise. So there are 9 episodes in this movie, each taking place, not movie, series, taking place in different decades. We have, them taking the tropes of different sitcoms. There's, that like start off in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. And the episodes, they're called Film Before a Live Studio Audience, Don't Touch That Dial, now in color, We Interrupt This Program, on a very special episode, an all-new Halloween Spooktacular, Breaking the Fourth Wall, previously on, and the series finale. So, in this, we find out Wanda has caused this whole chaos called the Hex, and Sword, they, now, yes, not S.H.I.E.L.D., now it's Sword, plan to, are trying to get to the bottom of it and stop Wanda's Hex as they see her as a threat. But basically, her motivation and her powers are driven by her grief. And as the series goes on, we gradually discover what's caused this. The loose ends get all tied up, and that's what we find out as the series progresses. We also get some new characters in there, and as well as some old characters from Ant-Man and the Wasp. We got Agent Jimmy Woo, and we got from the first 2 Thor movies, Darcy Lewis returns, and we get Monica Rambeau, who was a little kid in Captain Marvel, but is now back as an adult. We even see an episode where we see the aftermath of the blip, like in different parts of the MCU when Hulk did the snap from Thanos. We also we also get huge references to other MCU movies and stuff. We even get the return of Pietro, well, a fake Pietro, played by Evan Peters. Now, when they were teasing that Pietro was coming back, I was expecting him to come back in that episode cliffhanger, but it wasn't the Pietro I was expecting. It was Evan Peters. I should warn you, there are some spoilers in this, and he turned out to be a fake, and we find out that pulling part of the evil strings was Catherine Heim's character, Agnes, or as she turned out to be, Agatha Harkness, an old witch foe from Marvel Comics. She gets her live action debut as, in this, and she wants all of Wanda's powers. And of course, Wanda, she eventually discovers her true power and becomes the Scarlet Witch, which she has never been called that in any of the MCU movies, at least till now. Now that Disney and Fox have merged, they have all the rights to the X-Men characters, because before, Wanda was an X-Men character. Not only that, Quicksilver was an X-Men character and they could really borrow him off Fox, but now they can do whatever they want with the X-Men properties. Let's get on to my likes and dislikes. First of all, the likes. I like this series. Now, the first 2 episodes, I gotta admit, were a little boring. They were slow, and it was hard to tell what was going on, but eventually, it all made sense in the end, and we find out what happened. So I like that we get the loose ends tied, and the explanation for what's happening. I like that. I also liked Elizabeth Olsen. She finally got her starring role in something, and I love that they managed to bring back Paul Bettany as Vision. Of course, he wasn't the Vision we all knew. He was the Vision from Wanda's mind because of her powers. The Hex, she gains the power to bend and control reality around her. And that's why Agatha Harkness wants her powers. I also liked, the recurring characters from the movies we got in there, including some new characters like Agent Tyler. What's his name? The name slipped my mind now. Let's say his name on here. Director Tyler something. See if I can find his name. The name slipped my mind. But still, he is. Just bear with me a second, I will get it up. Director Haywood. Yes, Tyler Haywood. I can't remember the actor's name now, but it'll get to me. I like that he was the director of S.W.O.R.D., but he started to see Wanda as a threat, and he eventually became like the villain in this. I liked his character, but there wasn't a lot of character development in him. To me, the true villain was Agatha Harkness. But of course, Wanda had a lot to deal with on this. She had a lot on her plate. And like seeing it, sort of every hero in the MCU got their happy ending. Except for Wanda. But she makes her own happy ending. And in the end, she goes to learn about her powers. Now, there are a couple of episodes that have post-credits, mid and post-credit scenes, especially the finale. There's a mid-credit and a post-credit scene in that, so be sure to stick around for them. I also, I didn't like that the episodes, they looked like they're going to be an hour long, but we get about half an hour of an episode, then like 10-20 minutes of credits. Yeah, the credits roll like a movie in this series. Is this series worth a watch? Absolutely, yes, check it out. I recommend it to you Marvel fans, not fangs. I will say it takes a while to pick up and get going. I would say the 4th episode is when it starts to really get interesting and we see what's actually going on. So, WandaVision. I am gonna give this series. It was a decent series. I mean, it started off a bit low, but then it got better and better, like higher as it went on. So, I am gonna give WandaVision. I'm gonna give WandaVision 4 batarangs out of 5 because I did get hooked towards the end and I did enjoy it. So 4 batarangs out of 5. So there you go. Will there be a second season? Maybe. I won't mind seeing a second season of this show. By all means, I'd say yeah, do it. So yeah, that's it for WandaVision. So next we have The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is starting this month. And oh boy, am I really looking forward to that one. Not long now either. It's like as one Marvel show finishes, the next one starts. Plus we got the movies starting to come. Hopefully we'll get to see Black Widow in May, like I said, and Eternals later this year. And Spider-Man, the third one. No Way Home. Anyway, yes, that has been it for this episode of Bat Nerd Reviews. Have you seen this one? Let me know down in the comments below if you have. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. I have been the Bat Nerd, and this has been Bat Nerd Reviews. And until next time, Bat Nerd out.